And we're back for round 5. I'm back with Trent here, and in round 5 we've got Casey on the right playing, that's Casey Peterson on the right playing Abzan Aggro, against Luke on the left playing Abzan Mid-Range.
So both these guys are top of Swifts at the moment. Casey did me out in the previous round, and Luke's been going strong all day. They're both undefeated, playing for King of the Hill, obviously. And
so hopefully we'll have despite the fact it's a mirror match, we'll have a good matchup.
It's a very hedgy matchup. The aim of the game is to just try and get ahead of your opponent, and this is the perfect card to do it.
So we've got a turn 1 Thoughtseize here, taking the Wingmate Rock.
Didn't even think about it.
No, it was pretty much a snap decision. So we can see a Fleece Main Lion, 2 lands, a Barb Light, and a 3rd land. So is that what you would have taken as well, or would have you taken the Fleece Main to stop the early momentum?
I haven't had a great look at Luke's hand, but I'd never doubt his decisions. Luke is a very, very good player. He's he's probably the best we had to offer on the day, and I mean it goes to show that he's playing on the top table. He probably understands the threat of Wingmate Rock in this matchup. The 2-for-1 is very hard, especially on the 4 toughness. I mean, if you run Barb Light, sure you can get the 2-for-1 with the kind of the same name, but yeah, Wingmate Rock I think is the card that you look for, or definitely one of the cards that this looks for. I think Soren, Solemn Visitor, and Elspeth are also big players in this, and I'm pretty sure they're both running ample copies of them between them. So
now you've got Luke tapping the Pain Land there, and obviously 2 from the Thoughtseize to go to 17. Do you even think about that, or is that just a no-brainer? I'll go to 17 and cast the Thoughtseize.
I think if you see your opponent play a Temple of Silence, and he's probably actually got a good read. I mean, it's 5 rounds in. He probably knows what his opponent's on. He probably knows that it's got Fleece Main Lions and stuff, and he's looking to maybe say, look, if you've kept it on the fact that, you kept it on the fact that you keep a 2-drop.
Yep.
The Thoughtseize is very, very good. I mean, obviously, the information on turn 1 is invaluable as well. Being able to just find and get that information, know what happens, and sculpting his turn straight away.
Yep.
He knew that the Fleece Man was coming out, snaps that Barb Light, passes it back, and with all the info, Casey's doesn't know what's going on in Luke's hand. Luke knows relatively well as to what will come down in which sequence of turns. So.
And we can see why he took the Wingmate Rock now. Due to the fact that he had the Barb Light already for the Fleece Main Lion.
It seems to be a very good call. Barb Light doing work on and off camera, all over the place.
And not the first deck we've seen as well with Barb Light in the main.
No, that's right. I believe it was Casey's deck earlier on in the day that we've seen.
In round 2, we saw it against Jeskai Tokens. That Barb Light did a lot of work.
The Wrecking Ball of Raise the Alarms. Yep. So he's on a Fenza. This is a good guy.
Now Fenza is a 4-3 for 3.
4-4 for 3.
4-4 for 3. So a big body for 3.
Gets around that Barb Light, which is really good, to be honest. It's really strong right now.
Yep. Barb Light only giving the neg 3, of course.
Definitely definitely a tempo swing.
Yep.
In the way of the game, sure. Casey gets ahead on land.
And it looks like he's got a downfall in hand as well, but comes out with Siege Rhino, which can certainly trade with the Offenza.
Yeah, an Offenza can't attack into this without a bit of help from Luke's hand. But you can't get much better, to be honest. The turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Barb Light, turn 3 on Offenza. Sure, he's really hurt himself to do this. I mean, Luke's already at 10, but he's looking fantastic. He's ahead on cards. He's got already an Unoffenza on the board, and if you can equalise with, say, a Siege Rhino, or maybe even have another removal spell, things are looking pretty good.
So if you've got a Siege Rhino in hand, if Luke does, do you run the Offenza into the Siege Rhino to trade there?
It doesn't trade. Siege Rhino is toughness 5, so an Offenza is only 4.
Doesn't give the +1 counter to itself, only to other creatures.
To tapped creatures.
Yes.
So
yep.
This could be a judgment call by Casey. Casey goes for the block, and he actually calls it. Luke doesn't have anything. Maybe he was just trying to go for a bluff, or maybe he does have a Barb Light. It's kind of hard to tell.
Well, that was a really interesting turn.
Wow, and he actually gets away with it. That was a good call by Casey, very brave. I feel like if Luke has anything there, that's just such a hard block to make. But, yep, okay, I'll do it. You can go to 6. And the tempo's back in Casey's position just from that attack.
And Casey doesn't follow up with anything either. He's got a Hero's Downfall at hand. I can't find can't see his other 2 cards.
Sure. The downfall's good. The downfall's obviously very good. It answers pretty much any threat that Luke can possess. As soon as I say that, he flicks Death Dealer to the front. So it's a card, I suppose. It's not the hero he needs, but that block, wow, courageous block by the Siege Runner.
That was a mad block.
Yeah,
especially against like you're sitting on the top table. You're going, they're attacking me with a 4/4 against my 4/5. Surely they've got something to follow that up if I block.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure that I take that block, to be honest. It's
like even a pre-damage Bile Blight, so takes the Siege Ride down to a 1/2.
Yeah, or even post-combat Bile Blight. Like it might be a 2-for-1, but the board's clear.
Yeah,
and like that may not be what Luke wanted, but it's still a board clear at very worst.
Casey comes out with his own Bile Blight to try and get rid of the Death Dealer.
He does have to hurt himself here. He buffs up the Death Dealer to take him to 5. And we are aware that he has that Hero's Downfall, correct?
Yes. So we're now saying block.
Casey's saying go, and then realizing that was in Luke's end step. So he gets to untap.
Yep.
And yeah, things are looking.
Well, he's got the Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, but he's gonna go for it. Pop.
Yeah.
Diamond to Death Dealer, in for 4, put you to 1. Oh Lord. And all from that one attack, all from that call. I mean, yes, Luke did a lot of damage to himself in the early game, but he did a good job of getting getting that board on. But just going to scoop it up.
Scoop it up, and we'll go to game 2. So well done to Casey in winning that match. That was a tough call and a mad block.